Hi, welcome. Thank you for tuning into my channel, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Sandra with Shooting Stars Intuitive Readings. I offer intuitive tarot and mediumship readings for those interested. You're welcome to check out my links in the description box below. Please be sure to comment, like, and share to help grow and support my channel. I also ask that you watch till the end, as I might have additional updates or opportunities to win free readings and just extra snippets of sneak peeks that are coming up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this reading will primarily be focused for coupled relationships, for people that have someone in mind or in a relationship with someone. We're going to look at the entire situation, where you both are now, how do you see each other, what's the situation at hand, and what advice and what potential outcomes are coming up here in the near future for you. I'd say towards the end of June, July. Granted, time is fluid, so whenever you stumble on my video, there's obviously a message there for you. If the messages don't resonate, please don't force them. These are general messages that are meant to be for a wide group of people. Just take what speaks to you, right? If there's something that you don't necessarily agree with or that doesn't speak to you, then you can ignore it, because obviously that's not your message, okay? So for those who know who I am and you've watched my videos before, you know that I don't normally shuffle ahead of time. So what I'll normally do is I will go ahead and shuffle at the very beginning, and I'll include the timestamp in case you're interested in skipping through my shuffling, okay? Where are they now? Oh, how do they see you? How does your person see you? How do you see your person? How do they see the situation? How do you see the current situation? See, I'm just going to pull a few more. All right, let's see here. What advice does Spirit have during the rest of this Mercury retrograde? What advice does Spirit have moving forward? Okay, so what is the potential outcome for the month of July? Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's see. So where are you now as far as within this relationship? See, between the both of you, I feel like, as far as where you stand, I feel like you still care about this person. There's still a strong magnetic and seductive attraction between the two of you that is still keeping you both very much connected. So this card literally says, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present moment. And so what I feel is like you're willing to give, but for some reason, I'm getting instinctively the feeling that there's some hesitancy around this giving, you know? I feel like as far as where you stand, you're willing to sort of rush in and demonstrate that passion, and you really do. You have something to share. Let's see. Let's ask, what do you have to share? See, for some of you, like, you want to tell this person how much you care about them. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. I feel for a lot of you, you're wanting to do this, right? And granted, where does your person stand? Okay. So I feel like your person has been a bit of an observer for a little bit. I don't know, for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who's silent or who is a bit distant. But I do feel that this person, even though they've been silent and they've been quiet, I feel what's been happening is that they've been trying to process their emotions. So this card literally says, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. This person's struggling with some deep founded feelings, and I could get some clarification to find out. I do feel that this person does still care about you, but there's a lot of fears surrounding this connection. Let me find out a little bit more about what this person is feeling. What's your person feeling? Tell us more about your person's emotions. See, your person does love you. Like, I'm getting, there's a lot of sixes here. You might hear from your person in six days, 6 weeks. I don't think it's going to go as far as 6 months, to be quite honest. Let's see. Tell us more about, what is your person feeling? You know, I feel like your person has taken a step back to really figure out what is it that they really want and what is it that they really need. I honestly feel like there's still a really strong connection between the two of you. I feel like your person does care about you. So see, it's interesting because when I asked about you, it shows there's a lot of passion and your person feels the same way. Like I feel like your person wants to get together, wants to start new. They want like a fiery, new, passionate relationship with you. And I don't know if the reason why I'm saying that is because they want to start over, because I'm feeling that that's the case for a lot of you. But I feel for a lot of you, like it's just kind of taking time. I feel like there's a lot of healing that has to do right now, and we'll get more clarification on that. But see, this card says need time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress. So I do feel like things are going to move forward between you and your person. So as far as how they see you, right? Um, See, I feel like your person sees you like you're someone that they want. Like they've manifested you, they've prayed for you, they've been trying really hard to like to bring you in, to bring you into the reality. Some of you might be dealing with like a player and they know like they screwed up, you know. If you're not dealing with a player, they did something to sabotage the connection between the two of you, right? So the way they're seeing you is that they really want you to forgive them. They really want you to get past what has happened in the past, if that makes sense. So this card says, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So for a lot of you, I feel like your person is thinking that you're like focused too much on the past. But I also see here your person wants to reach out, but there's some hesitancy there, right? I feel like they really do want to come in and they want to open up and they want to be honest about what is it that they're feeling, because like I said, they're just afraid. Like they're afraid that for some of you, I'm getting this really, really strongly. They're afraid they're going to lose you. They're afraid you're going to go back out there and you're going to start meeting other people and they're going to lose you. I'm getting that really deeply. But see, but what they really want that they're not showing is they want a brand new happy beginning with you. Like they really want things to shift and they want things to start over, you know? But they know that in order for things to move forward, they have to come forward and they have to talk about what exactly they're feeling and what's going on with them. See, because I feel like this situation is really bringing out some of their shadow side. And this might be happening for you, you know. I feel for some of you, you kind of might be inadvertently like triggering each other, right? So this card says, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, right? And for others of you, I feel like they're sorry for not appreciating you. Like they feel bad for not, I feel for some of you, like your person didn't really give you their place. So let's find out how you see them. See, oh my goodness. See, here we go. Same, well, very similar. See, it's funny because for those of you that are not talking with your person, you guys are very much like on the same wavelength. I feel like there's something that has shifted, but see, here we go. Like, see, I feel like your person is feeling alone and sad, and they're like reminiscing on you, and they're really having a hard time with this. Like, they're having a hard time with this separation. Like, they can't get you off their mind. They just want you. They just want to have you. But I feel like what they're focusing on is old memories, you know? But as far as you goes, I feel like you're sort of feeling stuck. Like You're stuck in the past. You might also be feeling alone, also feeling afraid, but at the same time, you're like ready. You're ready to move on. You're ready to start over, and you're ready to allow love to come in because you're just over it. You're over, certain aspects of this relationship or of love in general. But see, because you've been doing the shadow work, you've been working on yourself, so you've been able to sort of release. A lot of you are coming to terms with the situation, and it's bringing you peace, right? And it's helping you move forward from that like anger stage, sadness stage to acceptance stage, right? So you're finally accepting because I feel like the way you see them is if they only knew that if they approached you correctly, meaning like with an open heart, right? And with an open heart, and they truly, stopped leaving you out in the cold, because I feel for some of you, like your person has really shut down. Like they shut down in the past, leaving you feeling like you're out in the cold, leaving you like really struggling with this, really struggling. But if they only knew that if they approached you the right way, if they were honest and patient and kind about the situation, right? Like they don't have to necessarily agree with you, but it's just the way they communicate with you would make all the difference, because in reality, you're ready. You're ready for a fiery new beginning. You're ready to start over with your person because, like I said, like you care about this person. Like you see them as your person, like you want them in your life. But I don't really feel like they realize that you want them in your life. It's almost like you both want each other, but a part of you feels like you can't have each other. I don't know why. Like for some of you, I'm almost feeling like this is a connection that feels like I want you, but I can't have you. And I don't know if it's just been the wrong timing or lessons that have to be learned. But what I do feel is, see, your person does want to approach you. They do want to come towards you because, see, just as much as you're struggling with this, so are they. See, you might not realize that they are there, but look, see that man in the background, right? And this doesn't have to be gender specific. The roles could be reversed, but I feel like this person's watching you. Like this person is really observing you from the background. And I feel like this person is being very strategic about what they want. And they know that they want you, you know? For those of you that are like living or already with your person, you might just feel separated or distant, right? Like they might be in the same room, but you feel like you're both on two different planets, is what I'm getting. But see, the advice that Spirit has here during the Mercury retrograde, which is between now and June 22nd, is they're asking you to really choose your battles. I'm hearing the words, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like what you're holding on to, is it really worth holding on to? Because Spirit is asking you to surrender it, to try to let it go, you know? Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So they're saying to allow things to flow, to allow things to play themselves out. Like don't force them. Don't try to force this person to talk to you. Don't try to force this person to come towards you. Don't try to manipulate the situation in any way, right? It's like this Queen of Wands type of energy, right? Like she's fierce, she's strong, she knows where she stands, she knows that she has it all and more, and she's not gonna sit and wallow in it, right? And I know sometimes it's difficult, especially when you're dealing with a difficult situation with someone that you really care about, but they're asking you to surrender it, whether that means take a more lighthearted approach and share some compassion, share friendship, be empathetic and just, or this might also mean reaching out to friends and family that will be there for you, right? That will support you, that will help guide you through this process while you deal with the pain, right? They're also asking that you stop criticizing one another, that you take a different approach. I'm hearing very much to take a softer approach. It says criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. See, there's a need to take a step back. Just, I feel this is very temporary though. This won't be for very long, but see, be willing to express love. And this might be also that you're taking a different approach, right? Rather than being really hard and stubborn and stuck on your way, you're taking a step back and you're reminding the person that you really do care about them, right? That remind them that what you want is what they want. You both have a common goal and that you do love one another. So it says when we express love, we begin to receive more love, right? Allowing yourself to be vulnerable for at least a moment and making those small attempts to be vulnerable, reminding your person, hey, you know what? I love you. This sucks. We're going to work hard we're going to get through this, right? Like, we're in this together, right? Reminding them of that, or it there might need to be a moment where you just have to remind them, hey, remember, this is hard and this sucks, but you are an important part of my life and I want to make this work, right? And give them the opportunity to meet you halfway, or if you're having a hard time, like if your person's having a hard time, I need to take some time to really process my emotions, right? And processing your emotions is a very important thing, but you have to remember that sometimes processing your emotions can be difficult for the other person. So whether you're who this resonates for, or this is for, resonating for your person, right? You're one person or the other, then remember to acknowledge the fact that your person is struggling, right? They're really struggling with this. But see, you want things to get better. Like, you want things to improve. I'm feeling two people that do care about each other, but you're having a really hard time finding a common ground. Like, you're having a really hard time getting over this hump, because honestly, that's what this feels like. This feels like a hump. See, because the advice that Spirit is giving your person is to find more balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So a few things come to mind with this energy. And what comes to mind is that, one, your person is probably working really hard. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, you're dealing with someone that has a lot to juggle and they're trying to do it all at once, but they're having a really hard time. And I will say a caution that this is for some of you, not all of you. I do feel like some of you are dealing with a player, because I get the feeling that some of you are dealing with someone that's dealing with more than one person. But on the same note, I feel like, and perhaps that's what they screwed up on, right? Perhaps that's what they did in the past, that they picked someone else. They allowed for temptation to step in, and they made the wrong choice. And they know it. They made the wrong choice, because as much as they wanted to go out and find, see, I keep seeing a ton of sixes during your reading. Six is very important. Like, there's six is huge. 666, right? Like, for some of you, there might come a resolution within 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. But honestly, for some reason, I don't feel like it's going to take 6 months, at least for you to hear from your person if you haven't already talked to them. Timing's different for everybody, but I'm getting a really strong feeling that sixes are incredibly important. There's something significant with six, and this possibly could also be that something huge is going to happen in June, right? And I know we're already in June, but June is not over yet, right? We still have a few days. I'm recording this video here early June, so we still have almost a month left. But like I was saying, I feel like your person is really struggling because they allowed themselves to get sucked into the temptation. I'm hearing like it wasn't greener on the other side, right? Like the other person that they thought they could replace you with, for those that are dealing with like a player type, is not nearly as half of what you have to offer. And they're seeing that, they're recognizing that, you know? But see, because look, they realize that you're their happiness, you're what they want, you know? They walked away from you, but they know that they screwed up because in reality, what they want is to come towards you. And Spirit is telling them, hey, you freaking screwed up. You know, one, you're putting other things in front of your relationship. Like you need to balance your stuff out. You need to figure out how you're going to better manage your time, your energy, right? And stop getting sucked into dumbass temptations, right? Like, because it's not always greener on the other side. Granted, take the message the way it resonates with you, um, but I feel like for the cross watcher, like you know that you left someone good and that they make you happy, right? Like I feel for a lot of you, like your person knows that. Like they want a complete turnaround with you, but they don't know how to come back from what's already happened, right? But what I do feel is that because they don't know how to come back from it and will they come back from it are two totally different things, right? But see what I mean? Look at this. Wow. Advice moving forward, right? And I was asked about the Mercury retrograde, right? Look at this. Look, you both love each other. There's a strong magnetic attraction between the two of you. There's true love here, for sure. Some of you might be dealing with like a twin flame energy that's triggering your shadow side to help you heal different aspects of yourself that need to be healed, and vice versa, right? Like you might be doing this for your person, but I feel like moving forward, Spirit is saying, like, take a more playful approach. Remember that you do love one another, right? Like, don't be so serious, is also what I'm hearing. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Like, you have to come back to why you fell in love with each other. You have to remember. And if you're not sure, then you need to take steps towards it, you know? But you have to listen to your heart and you have to be true to yourself, because whether this is for your person or this is the other person, right? Whichever role you land on, like you have to be honest with each other because your spirit is already talking to you. Like it's already telling you who you want and what you want and what's going to make you happy, you know? For your person, I feel like they're fighting it. Like a part of them for a really long time, they know that you're their person. And they know that you're their person. But they also know that it's going to take time, right? It's going to take time for things to heal. But just because it's going to take time, it doesn't mean you guys can't come back to loving each other, right? To demonstrating each other that you love them, to opening your heart, you know. And for a lot of you, I'm feeling like the heart chakra and the throat chakra, but primarily your heart chakra. So where you're having to sort of talk about what you love, right? And expressing that to your person. You know, this is the reason why I fell in love with you. Like, this is what I love about you. And them doing that for you, right? And if you're the cross watcher and you're trying to figure out how to talk to your person, try bringing out the good things. Like what made you fall in love with your person? For the cross watcher, I'm feeling that there's a need for you to demonstrate that you do care about this person, right? We know that time will tell. That's came through twice already. But are you willing to put in the effort? Like, are you willing to win your person back? Because for a lot of you that do follow your heart, because I do feel that you are both having to put a lot of hard work towards it, I feel like this is going to end up rekindling your relationship. See, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. See, for changed mind, I feel this is for your other person. Like, there was a point where they felt like maybe they didn't need you and they didn't want you and they just pushed you away. But they're starting to realize that that third party that they were dealing with, I don't know why I get the feeling that those of you that are dealing with a third party situation, I feel like they're realizing that they chose the wrong person, and I don't know why, but I feel like the third person's going to end up like falling off, moving on. Something's going to fall through with that other person, and that person's just going to disappear, right? And it's going to disappear because it wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant. That's not where your person's heart is at, right? And this is for either party. Like, your person loves you and they know it. They know it, but they've been having a hard time with it. See what I mean? Like, constant. See, look, my gosh, it's just repeated over and over again, win or lose. Like, this isn't like the past, the recent past. See, you've had a difficult new beginning. See, but they're done with the fighting. Like, they don't want to fight anymore. They don't want to argue. They don't want, they want to put down their sword, literally. Like, they're trying to put down their fears. That was in the recent past. But see, this is what they really want. They want romance. You need to reignite your spark and passion towards each other. For a lot of you, I'm feeling that there is passion there, right? But you both have to make a dedicated effort. But I do feel that your person wants to reach out to you and wants to rekindle things. I just feel like right now they're keeping you at arm's length because they're being really careful about the way that they approach things. Like, it's almost like they're afraid, and mentally I see the other person in their head. Like, they're just mentally in their head, right? And a part of them feels stuck, but their heart is telling them, it's like screaming at them, right? It's screaming at them. Look, see, you might still feel stuck for a little while. Both of you might still feel stuck. But remember, be patient. Look, this is the third time card. You're trying too hard. Give it time. And this is for both of you, right? Don't force it. I feel very, very strongly, don't force it. As much as you want to try to like knock some sense into your person, don't freaking force it. I feel like your person is going to come in and they're going to talk to you. They're going to open up and they're going to be vulnerable. But they have to do it when they're ready, and they need to get their thoughts and their heart, their mind, their thoughts and their heart and spirit. They're trying to get themselves back together because I feel like they've been hiding what they're feeling, or they haven't been 100% honest about what's actually going on with them. A lot of you is that your person has just been afraid. Like, either they have issues with commitment or there's something that they're fearing. Like, they're just afraid it's not going to work out. Like, there's just so much fear surrounding your person. But I do feel, because see, look, this is the potential outcome I'll show you the front of this card because I think it's really pretty. But look, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. See, your person is missing you and they love you. Whether you're together in the same room or whether you're physically distant, whether you're, you know, not talking to each other, you've gotten into an argument, you've blocked each other, or you're living a physical distance from each other, so you live far apart, like your person is thinking about you. Your person is thinking about you. But see, the potential outcome is an offer. 5 of Cups. But see, I still see some hesitancy here. But I do feel that what they want is they want you. But if you nurture like you would any seed that you plant, right? You nurture, you love it, you care for it, and you work hard towards allowing that seed to grow. I feel that your effort will not be in vain. But I feel like what's happening right now is there's like a huge tower moment. Like, I feel like you're both having to deal with codependency, you know, hanging on too tight, like certain traumas, right? Like you're both having to deal with this like addictive type of behavior that is not serving your relationship, you know? Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block restraint. So this is what's holding your relationship back, you know? I feel like you guys are hanging on so hard because it's funny because I feel like for this specific reading, it feels like it's both of you. Like you've been holding on to each other so freaking tight that I'm getting the feeling like it's someone that doesn't feels like they can't breathe, you know? And this might be both of you that you feel like you can't breathe. So there's a huge need to bring balance into the situation, to remember that you're both a whole. You're not 50-50, right? You should be complete and your person should be complete. So giving them the time that they need to heal and figure their stuff out and them doing the same for you is going to end up benefiting you in the long run. Oops, so sorry. It's going to end up, I always use so many ding cards, it's not even funny, but you'll be able to balance each other out, right? Because you'll be able to give each other the room that you need to think things through. That's going to open up the energy and allow for that lighthearted energy to come in. And then at that point, that's when your person is going to feel safe to open up to you and finally tell you what the heck is going on with them. But right now, I feel like things have been, there's just been too much restriction, There's been too much fighting. Been too much back and forth. Granted, you both want to get past this, right? You both want to get past this, like, dynamic, controlling, possessive. No, each of you being stubborn or one or both of you being stubborn. I feel like you're both being stubborn in your own way, but you have to know that the challenges that you faced are in the recent past now. Like they're passing. Even if you might not feel like they are, they're passing because for those of you that take the advice, and take the lead. Take the lead, right? This doesn't mean control the situation. This doesn't mean force the situation. This means surrender the situation and choose to give and receive love, right? Choose to change the way you approach your person, regardless which side you're on. Choose to show your person that you do love them and that you do appreciate them, despite everything that has happened. that was a situation, right? That was an experience. It's not the rest of your life. It's not going to be the rest of your relationship, right? But you're both being called to step up and learn about it. Because see, I feel a reciprocal. Here we go. Same message, different deck. Unconditional, loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. See, this is your outcome right here. You're meant to come together with time. And the timing, honestly, I don't feel like it's that far apart, like it's that far away. But your relationship will end up evolving to the next phase. For those of you that are dealing, you might already be married, you know, or you're going to take your relationship to the next level. I'm telling you, there is a new phase in your relationship that's coming forth for you, but it's for the better. So I feel like this challenge that you recently faced was not in vain. It was actually meant to teach you how to focus on love towards each other, right? Even through difficult times. Look for the good attributes in each other and every person in your life, right? This is teaching you how to better express yourself when you're having hard times, when you're struggling with each other, right? This is teaching not just you, but you're teaching your person how to treat you when times are tough. What do you need? What do you need for your person to do? Because I'm feeling for a lot of you, I see the divine feminine for the most part, but this could be reversed, right? Like, I'm feeling for a lot of you, you just didn't really ask for what you wanted or what you needed. And you felt like you expected them to know what they needed to do, when in reality, they didn't even know what to do for themselves, right? Creating that heartache and challenges. I don't know, the word challenge came to mind, but difficulties, right? But the beautiful thing about this is that you're getting back to the foundation of your relationship, and you're coming back to square one is what comes to mind, right? And you're rebuilding, but you're both rebuilding from the bottom up. But like I said, this is for those that want to make a dedicated effort, not just for one party, for both of you, right? Because I feel for those that don't, this is going to be like the make it or break it period. Like, for some of you, if you don't put in that effort and if you don't change your approach, you're going to sabotage your relationship for the long term. And you will lose this person, right? Regardless which side you're on, you will lose this person. But I feel for the vast majority, the ones that this does resonate, I feel like there is a happy outcome and that you will end up reaping the rewards for the hard work that you've put in. But like I continue to repeat myself, but see what I mean? Like, but you gotta detach, you gotta release, and most importantly, you have to forgive the past and you have to really let go of the past, right? But I'm also hearing common ground. So this is someone that understands, like, they don't have to agree with your place, right? They don't have to agree with what you think. They don't have to feel what you feel. They don't. Neither one of you, right? They have to just take the time to show compassion, to show caring, to show love. Okay, I see you. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, I understand this is what you need. This is what I need. And meet each other halfway. Because in reality, look at this. We started this reading with insane chemistry. Look at that passion. There is still a lot of passion towards each other, right? But I feel the divine feminine feels a lot of passion, and I feel the masculine does too, but the feminine is literally on fire. So if the masculine steps it up, and again, this doesn't have to be gender specific, take it as it speaks to you, but there's going to be a really positive reward. I'm also hearing a baby. Okay. So I don't know. Some of you might end up getting pregnant, but like I said, I do feel like your relationship will end up moving to the next phase. So be patient and know that there is clarity coming. There's understanding, not just for where and what your person is going through, but there's also going to be an understanding of what you did wrong. And this goes for both people, right? And it's going to open up the doors to hear, look, transform and heal the situation so you can rebuild, so you can forgive, so you both can move forward. Because at the end of the day, just based off the entire reading and based off what I am picking up on, I'm feeling like you both know that you want this. You both know it. You know it, you understand it, and you feel it. The divine masculine, your person, needs to get out of their freaking head. And you need to let go. You need to stop holding on to this so tight because it's creating restriction, right? Again, the roles can be reversed. I say this all the time. See, for now, Spirit is saying to act like your partner is here, right? Love yourself the way you would want your person to love you. But see what I mean? Someone's not telling you everything. Look at this secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. See, your person's not telling you. They do love you, but they're not telling you. For others of you, you might be dealing with more than one person. But see, someone's not saying it all. So don't settle for what you think you know. Because what Spirit is telling me is that it's all wrong. I don't know whether it's your belief system or your perception of the situation. Spirit is telling you it's all wrong. I really hope you enjoyed that message. I will be posting a singles video here shortly, so keep an eye out. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. You're welcome to comment below if the message did speak to you, and I look forward to talking to you soon.